So yes, we're back with Pyre. Pretty fantastic game so far. Not sure how much more we have left. I played about 4 hours the other night. And I feel like if we have to fill up this book here, these are chapters, that we're not even close to done. So I might take a few more streams to actually finish this. Let's see. I'm gonna assume everything's pretty much all set at this point. I don't remember exactly where I was, but we'll figure it out. Let's see. Valuables to find. We're gonna go with Tizo, because Tizo's the best. I always trust the small imp. The imp Tizo has been much more animated even than usual. What is it, little one? Tizo seems to think something very delicious is in these waters. He keeps on screeching. I don't think I've ever seen him like this. Wait, is he? Into the water he goes. Oh, I hope he can swim. He can, but he appears crestfallen when he finally returns, his claws empty. Tizo is very disappointed that whatever he attempted to catch eluded him. Poor Tizo. Faye begins to sob uncontrollably. The two revel in each other's misery for a time. Aww. Now everyone's sad. But no. Don't make Tizo sad. Not cool. You and your companions look upon the deathless tempest. The stars demand you sail beyond it, yet the very thought is beyond reason. Then something in the nearby water stirs, and from a spring something familiar. Hold, good ladies and good sirs. This knight beseeches you to hear him, if you please. What is it now, worm? The rites are ended, we have no further need of you. Oh, but you do, and in turn this knight has further need of you, good lady. Out with it then. Let us be joined. Let this knight join you, please. Can you believe this, Edwin? Not really, no. Nay, look ye not so surprised. Your valor and the rites did stir this poor knight's soul. Hey, Sky. He swears to you, upon his long-lost honor, as a would-be knight-errant of the Sea Dominion, that he shall serve you to the end. What about your other worm friends back there? They are base cowards. This knight can no longer abide such spineless characters, having witnessed true glory in our clash upon the hulk of oars. Never before have we been trounced so thoroughly. And furthermore, this knight shall aid your passage through the deathless tempest. It is not so that you seek passage to the north. With this knight's aid, you shall achieve your wish. Sir Gilman continues to persuade you for some time. He seems to know a way to cross the storm, some sort of long-held secret among worms. Jody pulls you aside after Hedwin gives her a look. Are you most sure that Sandalwood would want this thing along? Mostly sure. Sandalwood wants someone for each mask, and this one seems about as good as we're going to get. Jody glowers back at the worm, who tries his best to look presentable. Hedwin is more gracious, tells Sir Gilman that if he promises to help you cross the Deathless Tempest, then he can come along for now. This knight is overjoyed, and he hereby swears to see you past the storm. Oh yeah, I bet it looks great. This game actually supports 4K, so if you got a real nice monitor, I bet it would be super pretty. Though first, this knight requires your consent. Give unto this knight your blessings in the name of the Night Wings, and thus shall he go forth. Sure. As you begin to say something in response, Sir Gilman cries out in triumph. He vanishes into the depths, yet through this close encounter with him, you cling to some sense of where he is going and what he intends to do. What a noble little worm. Determined to prove himself to you and the Nightwings, Sir Gilman emerges somewhere in the outer reaches of the Sea of Solace and calls to you. Master Reader, if you can hear this knight, then he implores you now, lend him your guidance. This knight's objective ought to be not far east of here. Today we shall bring peace to the embroiled sea. Know, however, that among this knight's brethren, the actions you're about to take are highly forbidden. But they are highly just. Thus Sir Gilman sets forth to quell the storm that rages to the north. Oh, so he has the little slug trail, which is nice. And then you can dash back through it and deal damage. Or you can slither. Seems pretty good. Hark, yonder lie the foul spawn of the unfathomed Lerns, boiling the seas with their wrath. Sea Titan once slain by the scribe, Under King Ors, her brood lies dormant in the sea. Exiled worms within these waters have long harbored these abominations, using them to bar passage through the downside's channels, safe for any save this knight's own kind. Be gone now from your fiends, this night shall finish what Under King Ors started. Just making them mad by popping their bubbles. Is that what's happening? Or was the bubbles the foul spawn? Oh, I guess the bubbles were the foul spawn. Hold it right there, you traitorous slug. How dare you turn your back on this knight to your superior? Superior by rank no longer, for we no longer serve the Commonwealth. Blast this knight checked. Here you hold no sway over this knight. Ah! And what have you done to the spawn? Have you no honor left at all? Okay, well. Game just crashed. Wait. Oh, nope, it's dead. Fucking rip. Let's try this again. Oh good, well now I know he doesn't catch anything there. Totally safe's coming. Now T-Zone won't have to be sad. We gotta be more concerned with the storm than finding trinkets. Oh, relax, Jody, and let me do my job. I don't show up when you're out there keeping watch and I start telling you to come off it now, do I? You interrupt me in the middle of my work no fewer than 4 times per day. They go on like this for some time. Investigating the wreckage is going to take time, but you may find something to show for it. Yes, valuables. Be greedy. You suggest it may be well be worthwhile to continue searching through the wreckage after having come this far. Rookie grins wide. Knew you'd see it my way, chum. Let's see what we can get. After an exhaustive search. Sorry, chum. I think I was just chasing the refraction of the sun or something. There's nothing down there. Jody fumes at all of this but says nothing. Oh. I guess you just have to not do anything there, no matter which side you pick. Feels bad. Draw this. Yes. Alright. Try this again. Looks like it always goes to the end of the tail, so you can kind of go through stuff. That's pretty cool. Alright, no crashing this time. Where were we? And what have you done to the spawn? No honor left at all? This knight had done that which required doing. His honor cannot sink much lower anyhow. He figured this would be an ideal time to free himself from servitude to you. Why, you dare to launch the Tempest for those Nightwings? Good Sir Deluge. This knight was born to dare. Now come and fight this knight if you dare as well. Ah, Pyre, banish him. This is an order. Oh, oops. Kinda fucked up. This knight would say as an honored servant user deluge, but that would be a bald-faced lie, and yet another stain upon this blackened reputation until we meet again. Wait, you lowly traitor, this knight will have your head, Gilman. I was trying to do the fancy slash through them all thing, but I kind of missed. Oh, is he dead? Oh, okay, he's back. Hail, this knight returns with a newfound tales to tell and new scars to show for them. Sir Gilman is sopping wet, visibly shaken. He struggles to maintain decorum. He is, in short, the very image of a worm knight. And more importantly, that little Tempest ought to no longer pose a threat for now. Behold. As if on cue, the deathless Tempest begins to simmer. And you look at that, he really did it. Of course this knight did it. Now, if it would be alright with you, this knight could really use some shut-eye. The worm knight then collapses in exhaustion. You and Headwind help him up. A deal's a deal, Sir Gilman. Welcome to the Nightwings. Huzzah! Alright, well, into the Deathless Tempest, I guess. We're getting real north now. With Sir Gilman's aid, you managed to breach the Tempest. You were true to your word, Worm, I shall give you that, but now what? We are stranded in this cursed storm? A most excellent question, and from one most fair. Call me that once more, and I shall tie you in a knot. Don't flirt with Jody, got it? And from one most spirited as well, this night was wide to side with ye. Stop flirting with the demon woman, Worm. That relationship will never work, come on. You're a worm, she's an angry demon lady? Come on. Just, where do we turn from here? Answer the question. Sir Gilman does no such thing, although eventually he does make note of a specific current that should lead you to lands beyond. If I may, I can corroborate Sir Gilman's account. We are close to making landfall. Then let me be the first to say, let's go. Onward. Tariq. Hey, Rookie, what is it? That loot you're always carrying around. You know how to play that thing, don't you? Why, I suppose I do. Good, because I was thinking it's a little gloomy here, and we could use a little tune to lighten up the mood, know what I mean? Hi, let me see what I can do. Now we're talking.
The moon began to cry. The valley ran with sorrowful tears and filled the waters high. The misty morning over the brine belies a leaden sky. The stars all hide away from the chill until the evening rise. Oh, 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 the place where Plurna scuttled her foe, the doomed ship still resides. The Titan met her end on its prow, forsaken by the tides. In death she leaves her stain on the place. The tempest never dies. Her final throes and shivers and shakes 1,000 years gone by. Oh, oh,
Okay, I just would have felt really bad talking over that song. I figure I'd let it savor it for a bit. You approach Sir Gilman, who must have just finished practicing his fencing maneuvers. He regards with a single eye. Well, he only has one eye, so I would hope that's how he regards me. Hail, Master Eater. This knight is determined to train harder, having joined the famous Nightwings. He shall ensure that his triumvirate continues to live up to its most feared reputation. This is such an honor, and this knight has a great deal of honor to regain. Having fled the pirates, this knight fully expects now to conduct the rites in a most honorable fashion to the fullest letter of the law described within the books. Somehow, triumvirates this knight has met, and perchance mentioned my name, they are inclined to bend the rules a bit, sometimes a lot, and to prevail by any means they can. But this is wrong. The exile who refuses to obey the rules as they were written by the Under King Ors and his 7 friends deserves neither this honor nor his freedom. Thusly does this knight have confidence the Master Reader shall resist any temptations to conduct the rites in any underhanded fashion. Now then, this knight must undergo a thorough cleansing, having trained until the point of foulness, so please excuse him, Master Reader. It's a very fancy way of saying he smells. He slithers off, humming some sort of chivalrous tune. Alright. Let's see what we got about you. Quick, not a lot of presents. You're not high enough level yet, so we can't see what your skill trees look like. find Headwind has asked for several volunteers to scout the area and report back. Alright everyone, don't go too far, let's meet back by dusk. Please use caution, the exiles dwelling in these lands are, well, rather territorial. For your part, you remain with the Black Wagon to keep watch. You see occasional dark shapes soaring across the sky, but none of them draw near enough for you to see in any detail. Eventually your companions make their way back, and everyone arrives as planned or earlier. Hi everyone, I'm back. I have come back. Faye returns from the east with little report, save for where the glowing molten rock core there is very, very hot. Good deduction, Faye. This knight yet lives, although he has little else to report. Newest member of the group, Sir Gilman, returns from a northern pass, visibly shaken. He appears to have discovered an intense fear of heights. Tizo. Tizo wonders whether any species of fish live in the pools or rocks nearby. Poor Tizo, no fish. Little imp Tizo seems disappointed to have left the water behind. He remains with you, near to the wagon. There's a western pass that seems traversable. If we travel by the light of dawn, the shadows and crags may well cover our advance against whoever may be watching. Begging your pardon, I do not wish to contradict your strategy, madame, though in my experience we shall not remain hidden for long during the climb toward the nest of Trista. The exiles of the High Wing remnants, the Harpies, the Harp people. Now, you may have no love for them inherently, but they have no such qualms with me. For now, I may be able to negotiate safe passage. Negotiate with them? Then Headwind steps in as the lone minstrel bows and backs away. Hey, let's not decide on this just yet. We're not going anywhere right now, that much we can agree on. We'll decide how to best go ahead come morning. For now, let's take the afternoon to get our bearings. Jody glares at the sky as everyone disperses. Hey, vocations. Let's... do some love. Everyone but Gilman isn't even level 1, or level 2 yet. Jody and Ruki are both 3. Let's do Gilman because I just want to see. I want to unlock a skill tree. This knight shall be your eager protege. Huzzah! That seems pretty good. Ooh, like that. I like that, dude. Let's start on this tree. Because I like that. You can instantly get somebody back if you banish someone with him. Knight has little fear of banishment and should self-sacrifice, help clear a path for his compatriots. So yeah, he's all about like what happens while your team is banished and stuff. Anything else to do here? Oh, we got another chapter. Number 11. Oh, more chapters. Or pages, rather. Let's go, I guess. Through the fire and brimstone. Let's go with the minstrel here. I trust his negotiation skills. He seems to know people. Show yourselves, you frightened little birds. All day long, the winged shadows cross the suns. You are being watched. Jody is very unhappy about it, though. The lone minstrel now attempts to calm her. Perhaps I can communicate with them. Please believe me, madame, when I say your enmity towards the harps had best be held in check here. So many big words in this game. $5 words, this guy calls them. Jody looks at him with fury in her eyes, yet retains his calm demeanor. Soon she grants his request with a silent gesture, then he calls towards the heavens. Good sisters, we are humble travelers, such as you, and beg your leave. We journeyed by the sea and seek safe passage through your lands. We shall not disturb your hunting or your nests. The request is met with nothing but silence. You search in vain for any indication of acknowledgement. Then without notice, one of them appears. She swoops the minstrel up and out of sight before Jody can respond. Damnation, wait here, I shall go find him. How, they're harpies. You're gonna have to like trounce up to their nests. Are you sure she can't fly? For a long, terrible moment, you were alone in your panic. However, the lone minstrel returns amid the sound of flapping wings. He dusts his cloak and calls out towards them. We thank you for your hospitality, good sisters. We shall be on our way. Having seen this, Jody returns, sullen. The exiles of the High Wing remnants are letting you pass for now. It seems they are having some dispute within their ranks and wish no further troubles for the time. It is a warning, one that leaves Jodariel fuming. -4 hope. Damn. Well, I'm not taking you on the next right. I think she's at like -5 after I did the treasure hunt with Ruki. Is that a unicorn? Looks like a unicorn. At last you arrive at the nest of Trista, where the next ride is soon to commence. You cannot shake the feeling that unseen eyes watched your wagon's ascent and remain watching now.